be a natural.
What are you staring? What are you staring at? Get out of my town!
All right, let's go.
Full power!
The hell? No, I haven't even warmed up yet.
All right.
You're looking at everything we know about Akane-san. It took an entire organization to gather this. But all it really amounts to is a birth date and an address.
That doesn't sound right. Kiryu-san, I thought that agency was all 007, like with spies and stuff. Shouldn't they be able to write entire books on someone?
Yeah, what gives?
Could be she's harder to track as a member of the general public. Whereas if she kept a higher profile, there'd be no shortage of news coming in.
Ah, good point.
Chitose, it can be the tiniest detail. But if you know anything that's not on here, we need to know too.
Actually, one thing does come to mind.
Oh yeah? What is it?
None of this says anything about her career.
Her career?
Yeah. Akane-san's the director of an orphanage. She's been there, like, forever.
No kidding. Well, Captain Sawashiro never mentioned anything like that. Maybe he didn't know either.
I haven't been to the place in person, but I do know where it is, if you're interested.
You bet I'm interested. That orphanage might have the clues we need.
Agreed. Let's head over there.
Yo, tell me. Mind if I join you?
I was just hoping for a drinking partner.
Ha, then I'm your man. Whoa. Some days it really hits the spot.
You much of a drinker, usually?
Kinda. Except when I came to Hawaii. I got so wasted my clothes were stolen. Hard to claim I can hold my liquor after that.
Oh, yeah.
Why? What about you?
I've cut back lately. A while ago, I was going way too hard. You know, trying to forget.
Oh, forget about Marie, you mean?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, but, you know, hey, time heals all wounds is what they always say. Even being stripped bare-assed in public. You know, you'll laugh about it in a few years.
I've been through worse, honestly. But we won't get into how the family used to treat me.
Like, family?
Well, my boss's son was especially rough. He once got everyone calling me Ichi Bad Kasuga.
A veteran of hard knocks, I see. The Barracudas ruined way more lives than just mine and Marie's, you know? I mean, that frame job scam was old hat by the time they got me. It's just hard to imagine anyone else took it at their happiest moment, you know, like I did. Girl I loved was having my kid. I ought to give it anything for one more day with her.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up.
Don't be an idiot. Always thinking about it anyway. So, the night that Marie and I first met...
Oh, you want to talk about this?
Do you mind? Been a long time since I told this story. Let me get through this.
Well, I'm happy to listen, I guess, if you're okay.
Oh, I can't believe it was over a decade ago. Ugh, means I've been cabbing that long, too. Back then, I'd spend my nights at clubs, picking up girls, which, of course, went nowhere, usually.
Usually? That word's doing some heavy lifting.
Do you want to hear my story or not?
Okay, sorry.
One night, I hit on this girl with a boyfriend. I wouldn't normally do that, but I was dead drunk. And the boyfriend, is this massive pro wrestler looking lifter. And he dragged me to an alley and he kicked the shit out of me so bad I thought I might actually die.
That's the worst pickup story ever. Does Marie really show up in it?
Stop interrupting, I'll get there. So I'm lying in the alley, hurling out my guts. And then this woman finds me and cleans me up. Marie happened to be there that night with one of her coworkers. And we'd never seen one another before. But there she was, caring for a total stranger, staying in her nice clothes with my blood.
Wow, well, that's something special.
Yeah, probably the worst night of my life. Before she made it the best. Sure as hell I made a move on her. I mean, how could I let someone like that slip away?
Oh, right.
You know, it's funny. Now, I say it's the best night of my life. But down the road, it's what ends up ruining hers.
Wow, Tommy.
When we found out she was pregnant, she quit her job. 6 months later, I was in prison. All because a scumbag like me couldn't let her go. She could have had so much better.
Marie wouldn't see it that way, I'm sure.
I appreciate you saying so, but there's no way to find out.
Hey, Tommy, do you ever think about trying to locate her? You said she would visit you, right? In the beginning, at least?
Of course I tried looking for her. First thing I did. And no luck. When I got back to our home, everything of hers was gone. Not a trace left behind. Don't follow me. Doesn't get much clearer. I left this amazing woman to suffer all on her own as she'd lost a child. Whatever the circumstances might have been. You can't go on with someone after that.
Know what? I'm a pretty bad judge of character.
Huh? Why you say that?
The first time we met, you pulled a gun on me, remember? If you asked me then, I'd have said you were nothing more than a petty crook. But now, listening to you, I think everybody's carrying something you can't see right away. Everybody out there.
I'd almost forgotten about sticking you up. Did I ever apologize to you for that?
It doesn't matter anymore.
No. Some things do matter.
Huh?
I am sorry for the way we met, H-Bun.
Well, you're forgiven. If you buy the next round. Let bygones be. And just don't rob anybody else either.
I'll do my best.
Hey.
Thanks.
Welcome. Hmm? Ha.
Wow.
Welcome. Thanks.
Looks like I'm up.
Your blood is redder than kimchi. I believe I'm gonna make. Let 'em feast. Your blood is redder than kimchi. Offer it. Get ready. Stir hell's cauldron. Hot pot party. Well, now it's time. What's on the menu for tonight? Curry, hamburger, paella, banya cauda, or wait, the demons are brewing up a hellish stew made of you. Worthless humans cooked into a roux. Shitposters, hot takes, all you trolls. You little fish, you're all in tonight's main dish. Cabbage, onions, juicy pork ribs. None of that will satiate the beasts. Drop your pound of flesh in the demon's broth. Let 'em feast. Your blood is redder than kimchi. Offer it the flap around your guts. Offer it to devour it all. In the depths of your despair, the pot is dark, deep in your nightmare. The demon pots, we're dining in hell, hard enough.
Wow, man, what a voice!
Looks like I'm up.
After 8 years, I got the balls to confess, but my crush kicked me to the curb. I poured my heart in that love letter. She tore my feelings to the shredder. Our relationship, it won't get better. She left me before I could forget her. So, you know that girl you like's got a boyfriend? I hear he's captain of the soccer team and hot and smart and athletic. He's like the whole package, a perfect 10 out of 10. But you're not in the same league, dude. It's fine! It's fine! Summertime groove! I'm really sorry, I feel bad, I do. Yeah, I went through something awful, you know? You had your eyes on her for so long, but everybody else did too. Apparently those two are going 4 years strong. Really? 4 years? It's been that long? How can someone be this damn slow? Even a jerk like you wanna know. No need to go and cry. Deep down, you're a good guy. get your mind off things. I know. How about a trip to Hawaii? Let's go! So grab your towel and dry up your tears. This freak ain't ever gonna leave me be. Now move your feet. Just get down and dance. But now I'm feeling that trip to Hawaii. Let's hit the beach and flirt with some things. Think I can pet some doggos too? So there's a chance you'll meet your soulmate. You know I'm gonna get into this now. Make your move. Get into that summertime groove. Yeah! It's fun! It's fun! Summertime groove!
Holy crap! You're amazing! We're in full swing.
Hey, Chi-chan?
Yeah?
What kind of person is Akane-san anyway?
Why do you ask?
Oh, you know, no matter what I feel about her, Akane-san meant the world to my boss. And when it comes to him, well, he was everything I ever wanted to be. So, I guess I'm just curious what he saw in her.
Okay. And we'd better find Akane-san quick. That way you can get your first impression directly. The last thing I want to do is put thoughts in your head.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works. Must be nice, though.
What is?
Wanting to see your mom, despite not knowing how to feel. That's more than I could ever say about mine, let alone my whole family.
That right?
Oh, hey, I think we're here. Oh, check it out. It's the Flame of Palikana.
Palikana?
Yeah, you know, yeah, they're a volunteer group. You'll see them all over Hawaii. Doing soup kitchens, picking up trash at the beach. It's real charity stuff.
Huh. Never knew you'd be interested in volunteering.
Oh, I would know. 'Cause I showed up at their food bank one time.
Really?
Yeah, they gather unsold food from all the local stores and they divvy it out to the people who need it the most.
Tommy, you help feed the poor? I'm impressed.
Nah, man, I was there getting fed.
Ah, should've known.
Excuse me, can I help you folks with anything?
Yes, actually. We're here to ask about a lady named Akane.
Is she all right? Did you find her? Sorry for the outburst there. I had assumed you were with the police.
No need to apologize, ma'am. If anything, I'm sorry I got your hopes up.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Dana, one of the caretakers. I've been working with Akane 20 years now.
That's a long time.
Yes. And for her to disappear so suddenly, it's just...
Unheard of, right? When'd she up and disappear?
As of now, it's been 13 days. All she left was a single note behind, and that was it.
13 days. That lines up with what Shi-chan said.
Yeah. Dana, what'd the note say?
I resign due to unforeseen circumstances. Nothing more. Akane's always been so responsible. I immediately thought that couldn't be right. But the handwriting was definitely hers.
Did you report anything to the police?
Of course. But after the handwriting analysis confirmed the note was hers, they dropped the case. We couldn't get them to look into it any further.
I'm sure you've been asked this a bunch of times already, but do you have any idea where she might have gone?
Unfortunately, I don't.
All right.
Miss Dana, you won't believe it! Yeah, the tomatoes we planted turned out huge!
Oh, wow. I see that. Why don't you share some with our guests?
Okay.
Huh.
Here you go.
Wow, thanks! Looks delicious.
We grow them in the garden ourselves.
Huh.
Who are they?
Oh, they're friends of Miss Akane's.
Really? Does that mean Miss Akane's coming back?
Sweetie, that's still gonna take some time.
Oh, how long? I really want to see her again.
I wish I could give you an answer. Hey, I know. Why don't you go fetch a watermelon, too? Find the biggest one you can.
On it!
They really care about her, don't they?
Yes. Akane was the closest thing to a mother these kids ever had. In fact, she may have raised over 100 kids during her time as director. That's why people often tell her she has the biggest family on the island.
That's a lot of love there.
Oh, yes. She's been here 40 years, after all.
40 years. That would mean she started working here not long after leaving Japan.
Right. Which is around when Captain Sawashiro met her. Did she choose to stay in Hawaii for the kids?
Dana, how much do you know about Akane-san's past?
Her past? Well, nothing. She wasn't one to talk about herself.
Did she ever have problems with people, or seem like she was in trouble?
I certainly can't imagine her having enemies. No one abided by the teachings more than she did.
The teachings?
The beliefs Palekana holds sacred. You may not know this, but fundamentally we operate as a religion.
Really? I always thought Polycana was a charity organization.
Charity is a key part of what we do, but our roots as a religion trace back hundreds of years on these islands.
Whoa. So you guys got a lot of history then.
I'd like to think so. Palekana centers its worship on Nele, a volcano goddess.
Volcanoes, huh? That's definitely something Hawaii is known for.
Indeed. Volcanic activity has also shaped the fabric of our lives, especially in ages past. On one hand, volcanoes are a symbol of fear and destruction. But on the other, they represent balance and restoration. I think it's only natural to see a spark of the divine in such an awe-inspiring presence.
Right. That's similar to Japan's early volcano worship, too.
I guess it's universal. Seeing something awesome in nature and being inspired.
Yes, and that's why we strive to coexist with nature, so that Nele might look down on us with peace. Were we to abuse her gifts of fire and the land we call home, we would surely invite destruction.
I'm assuming that's why Polycana has the flame logo going on?
That's right. Fire is a very sacred element among us. As a reminder of our faith, we always keep a fire lit, taking care not to let it burn out.
Now that you mention it, I remember Akane-san had an LED candle in her bedroom. Was that a part of her faith?
I'm sure she was just being careful for a woman of her age living alone. Besides, the candle itself is only a representation. What really matters is how you tend the fire in your heart.
A sacred element, huh? Is that why the kids took it slow around the candles?
So you noticed. They're taught to protect the flame from when they're little.
Huh. Actually, I was wondering, why do you guys run an orphanage?
That's based on another belief of ours. As a religion grounded in nature, we feel called to treat the land and those who live in it with compassion. Doing so will help the community grow and bring our hearts closer as one.
And helping kids grow is a part of that. I'm impressed.
We also run several other facilities, including a homeless shelter and transitional housing for families.
You know, the one time I went to a Polycana food bank, it was real nice. Yeah, no, they just fed me without any preaching at all.
Well, we're not in the business of preaching.
So, you ask for nothing in return. Huh. Kudos to whoever's in charge.
The children here seem like believers, though.
Well, it's not like we indoctrinate them. We hope that by exemplifying the teachings in our daily lives, the children might see our faith in action and believe. And in that regard, Akane was unmatched. Everyone admired her for her spirit.
Huh. So she was a woman of faith.
Yes. And there wasn't a selfish bone in her body. All she wanted was to help the weak and less fortunate. That's what drew so many to her. And why I have a hard time believing she had enemies. And for her to just leave without a word of goodbye is just bizarre.
Dang. Guess they don't know much more than we do.
All right, Dana. We've grabbed all we can, so I'm gonna haul this over to the food bank.
Hey, thanks, Callan. Any chance we can throw in some meat or fish to go with it?
I wish, but I don't see any fishermen or butchers around here. Think we're good to go with what we got?
Well, I guess this'll just have to do then.
Mind if I ask what's going on?
Oh, well, today it's our turn to donate to the food bank. We always have plenty of vegetables, but I'd prefer to offer a full range of nutrition. Akane was always the one to call up stores, and they'd bring us more than enough. But since she went missing, the donations stopped coming in.
To be honest, I think they just liked interacting with Akane. When it's us, we don't know how or even who to ask. It's like starting from scratch.
I get it. Then why don't we lend you a hand?
Oh, yeah?
Why not? We'll go across the island and back if we have to.
That's quite sudden.
Well, it's not like I want to volunteer out of nowhere. I just thought we could help people and maybe learn about Akane-san in the process.
I mean, that could work. Tracing her daily routines might lead to something new.
Then why not give it a shot? I don't see any other options right now. So long as we don't stir up any trouble while we're at it.
Course not. We're gonna give it all we got and then some.
Well, you're quite the energetic one. I suppose I should take you up on your offer. Callan, would you mind taking them over to the food bank?
Not at all. Okay? The rules are very simple. You go and collect food, then bring it back right here. But the most important rule of all, it can't be just anything you find on the shelves. It has to be made in Hawaii.
So, only Hawaiian-grown foods?
Palekana stresses the importance of aloha aina, love for the land and its people. Even when it comes to donations, the idea is local production for local consumption. So whether it's fish or meat, make sure they're native to Hawaii, okay?
You got it. Then let's get down to work. Leave it to me. You know, Hawaii uses soy sauce way more than I expected. I always figured soy sauce wasn't big overseas. Pleasant surprise.
Might just be a Hawaiian thing. Japanese immigrants brought it over.
Ah, never knew that. But then, it tastes different from Japanese soy sauce.
Well, consider that its taste varies between regions of Japan as well.
Is it really?
Kyushu soy sauce tastes sweet, for instance.
Sweet soy sauce?
Yeah, I was surprised too. It's used to make some stews sweeter. By now I've developed a taste for it. I even get a craving for it sometimes.
Huh, no kidding. That means we might get used to Hawaii.
Take a walk, asshole.
Hey, get over here.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. Oh. Bye-bye. Aloha. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yo, Ichiban. You got a minute? I wanted to ask something.
Me? Sure. I'm always down.
And not to get too heavy, but it's about Marie again. Yeah, you remember? After I went to prison, she pretty much vanished from the earth. Figured she never wanted me to look for her. And I'm fine with that, if she's happy somewhere. So I got in touch with some old friends we had, ones I haven't seen since. I asked if any of them had heard from her, know how she's doing.
Holy shit, did you find anything out? Is she okay?
Long story short, yeah, probably. I don't know 100% yet.
Right, you have to see for yourself, don't you?
Yeah, only when I think about that...
It won't exactly be easy seeing her again.
Yeah, in so many words? Yeah.
Tommy.
Marie's friend told me that while I was locked up, she nosedived bad. She'd already quit her job for the baby, but then she lost touch with everyone else in her life. She might have left Hawaii entirely at that point, according to them.
Really? Well, that could be why you didn't find anything when you first looked.
Yeah, but recently someone saw her on a beach here in the city. She's back in the old neighborhood. Apparently, she looks all right from a distance.
Well, what are you gonna do, tell me?
Marie may be back on her feet, but for all I know, she only got there by burying the past. In that case, she could very well want me to stay forgotten.
No way! She wouldn't think that.
And there's... you know, what have I done besides lick Yamai's boots since I got out again? If I saw Marie today, what would she think of me? Meanwhile, she could be with a new guy. Hell, she could have a new family by now.
Tommy.
I'm sorry, you didn't sign up for this, did I? What am I supposed to do?
In your imagination, Marie would really never want to think about you again?
Yeah? I mean, why would she? Look, forget it. I shouldn't have brought this shit up. Just, tell me one thing, honestly. What would you do in my place? You're me. Would you really go look her up?
Tommy, there's no other choice, is there? She's back. You have to go find her again.
No, I do have a choice here. And there's a wrong option. If Marie's happiness depends on never seeing my face again, I owe it to her. Just stay gone.
But the thing is...
Hmm?
Nothing will ever be certain until you see it with your own eyes. Understand? You're worrying, well, what if she doesn't want to see you? Well, what if she's in trouble and needs help?
I don't know.
If you really can't do it yourself, I can go check up on her for you. Promise, don't let this opportunity pass you by. It'll keep haunting you forever if you do.
Ichiban, man...
Sorry if I was out of line there.
Out of line? No, I needed you more than I realized. Thank you. You really helped me.
Cool.
You're right. All I know is that Marie, or someone who looks like her, is in town. Unless I see for myself, everything else is my mind running wild on me.
I hope she's doing well.
So do I. Even if that means she's got no room in her life for me. You know, if I can be sure that she's happy, I'll be okay.
You're a hell of a guy, Tommy.
Is it me, or do you sound sad now?
Well, this might undermine my advice, but the truth is, I'm in the lurch too. I proposed to this girl a while back, and she still hasn't given me an answer.
Whoa, you're down worse than I am, and I've been listening to you?
I was afraid you'd say that.
Shit. You need advice from me?
Let me think. Tell me, find Marie first, and then we'll get to my problems.
All right, but... man, talk about ending on a sour note.
Yeah, that's why you end chats like this with drinks, not words.
Well said.
Tommy, you okay? You look kind of upset.
Do I? I guess that's no big surprise.
Hey, do you feel like talking? I'm down to listen.
You can probably imagine what happened. I ended up seeing her.
Okay, so?
Actually happened by accident, kinda. She was just at that same beach, like I'd never seen her before. The rumors were true. She came back to Hawaii only recently. I mean, I didn't get close, but it was her, without a doubt.
What? You didn't talk to her?
Couldn't. Marie was there, and her boyfriend was right beside her.
Damn it. How did she look, at least?
From what I could tell, she looked great, and they seemed to be very, very close. They were making that beach a paradise, laughing, kissing, staring at each other.
So, in other words, she looked happy, right?
Well, I mean, when we were together, she seemed happier in other ways, you know?
You know she's safe now, anyway. You weren't sure she was even alive before, right? That's good.
Yeah, I could take some solace in that. I'd never forgive myself if the worst had happened. But, how do I say this? Knowing she's doing so well without me makes it hurt all the more.
I get it. I get how you feel.
You do, right?
Say, couldn't you try getting a bit closer, at least? You don't have to settle for a distant glance.
Yeah, but if she and her boyfriend are doing as great as they seem, I'd really be in the shit. If they catch me following them a few meters behind, Maria will think I've gone totally crazy.
You're not wrong. Okay, time for me to step up and do my part.
Your part?
I'll stroll by the two of them, casual, and I'll feel out the vibes.
You think you could pull that off?
Well, if I just clock them for a few minutes, how hard could it be?
Yeah, sorry, but you couldn't even play it cool enough to get your proposal answered.
Okay, well, back to Marie then. What kind of guy was her boyfriend, anyway?
Probably in his 40s. Clean-cut type. Looks like he's got money.
All right. What else?
Yeah, average build, little on the thin side. You know, more brains than brawn. He looked nice.
How did Marie act with him?
She had acted real goddamn happy.
Right.
That's it. You keep going, don't stop. There's gotta be some way this isn't what it seems like.
I never said we're stopping, Tommy, okay? First of all, we have to be absolutely sure.
Huh?
Look, sometimes it's really hard to gauge how a girl's feeling. If I were you, I'd want conclusive proof her happiness is more than skin deep. Any woman can look happy. It's your responsibility to find out if her face is telling the truth.
Ichiban, you're right. What do you think I should do?
Dig up as much as you can on her boyfriend. Name, occupation, family, everything. Be 1,000% sure he's a good guy. She deserves a good guy that'll make her happy.
So, like a background check.
If I can help in any way, I will. We're in this together, till the bitter end.
Thanks for listening again, Ichiban. Honestly, I couldn't get through this without you.
Hey, I'm here for you. Listening doesn't cost a thing. We're friends after all.
I still got no idea how to proceed, but Marie-wise. No matter what, I know it can't end like this. And I know something else. I got a good, trustworthy friend who has my back.
How's about we drink to that?
Oh, yeah. You really are an easy guy to talk to, bud. Sheesh. That's it then.
Hey, Tommy.
Oh, sit down. Get a drink. Have I got a story for you?
Oh, do you now? Oh, I might be in the mood for a story.
Well, here it goes. Things move fast, all of a sudden. Don't freak out. You ready for this?
You're really hyping this up.
Marie's boyfriend and I got to talking, like just him and me. He told me about her.
Yeah? How'd you manage that?
Well, first, Marie's friend gave me some information on him after I asked. His name's Kondo, and he's a professor, I guess. Marine bullshit. You know, ocean stuff. Guy rakes it in, apparently. He's like some top fish guy. Been on TV and everything.
Whoa, that's pretty impressive, huh?
You think so? I don't know, man. You can't tell someone's character from some fancy title.
Sure, fair enough.
So, I waited. Kondo's a busy man, but I got him alone, started to chat. Get this. I used a fake name. Apparently, he's new to Hawaii, so I offered to show him around.
How the hell'd you manage all this?
I had to do it, for Marie's sake. I owe it to her to see what type of guy he is.
All right, so you pretended to be a stranger, spoke to Kondo, and gave him a tour of the city?
He had no goddamn idea. I said I'd buy him a drink, and he came along without a second thought.
I can't believe you left me out of it. I'm concerned about Marie too, you know?
Haven't you got enough going on? I figured I'd just catch up with you here.
So what happened? Kondo give you anything useful?
Yeah, I told him I went to the same college Marie did, and that my name's Thomas. I mentioned the place real casually, so he goes, "Oh, that's my girlfriend's old alma mater."
Oh, I get it. So he made Marie the subject of the conversation.
Yup, Kondo said he met Marie in a bad place, just after she left Hawaii. She was working some touristy jobs before she became his research assistant. Actually, Marie always did have a thing for the ocean. I guess, it makes sense, huh? So, one thing leads to another, and Kondo falls for her. They dated for a year, and then they got engaged.
Okay.
End of the day, I couldn't find a single flaw to exploit in the guy. I'll say this much, though. For some pointy-headed professor, he is a fucking doofus. If I had uncovered some nasty flaw, I might not have been able to stop myself from kicking his ass.
Hey, come on. Don't say that.
Right. Because I realized that I hurt Kondo, the one I'm really hurting is Marie. The fact of the matter is, I'm an ex-con. Nothing but Yamai's goon until just recently. Society is never going to look at Kondo and me in the same way. Seems like my only option is to back down. Hope for Marie's happiness from afar.
From afar, she might be hard to avoid. You're sharing the same city.
Yeah, that brings me to the twist.
Huh?
In just a few days, they're leaving Hawaii. For good this time. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'll never see Marie again after that.
Oh, shit.
Kondo says Marie confided in him. According to her, she has too many bad memories haunting her here. And Kondo's such a moron, he doesn't even know what she's talking about. Marie's chance of a happy life here died with us. She couldn't even bear to say goodbye to me. Fuck it all, then. If she needs to forget me, let her. If that's what it takes for her to find peace. End of the road. So concludes the tale of me and Marie.
Tommy, if you need to let it out, you should.
And stop. I'm not gonna cry in the bar. I got some dignity.
I know. Don't worry. It's all good.
Appreciate you hearing me out, like always. I'll get my shit together, I promise. Till Marie leaves Hawaii again, I've just gotta make sure I'm out of sight.
Oh, yeah. I guess so, huh?
Worst comes to worst, I'll pull a fake name again. Good old Thomas. Innocent drinking buddy.
Sheesh, that'd be one hell of a dance. I'd never be able to keep a straight face in your position.
I'd like to see you try.
One more toast, Tommy. To Marie's happiness, wherever it takes her.
How can I possibly say no to that? Go where you have to, Marie. Leave the memories behind. I'll be happy for you.
Yo, Tommy!
Hey!
Drinking alone again? Can I scooch in?
Absolutely. I was hoping you'd swing by.
Anything new going on?
Nah. I've avoided Marie and Kondo completely since the last time we spoke.
So it goes.
Thomas? Hey, Thomas! It's me!
Oh? Thomas who?
Oh, shit, that's Kondo.
Kondo? Marie's Kondo?
Listen, Ichiban. He only knows me as Thomas. Gotta back me up.
Yeah, sure.
Thomas! Fancy meeting you here. I was just passing by and saw you through the window. Pardon me, are you together?
We sure are! I'm Thomas's friend, Kasuga!
Kondo, nice to meet you. Thomas and I had a drink together the other day. Oh, which reminds me, Thomas, it must be my turn to treat you now, mustn't it?
Shall I take another drink order? Thomas?
Yeah, Thomas! Is he buying?
I'm happy to cover you both, Thomas.
Stop saying Thomas, everyone. Please. Sorry, Kondo-san. I'm busy right now. Some other time, yeah?
Oh, well, that's fine. Why don't you give me your number? I told you before, I'm sure Marie would love to meet you. She was beside herself when I explained how this kind stranger showed me around town.
Oh, that sounds great. No, but my number's,
Have I offended you somehow, Thomas? I certainly didn't mean to.
Actually, Kondo, could we talk outside for a minute?
Oh? What for?
This bar is lousy with eavesdroppers, you know?
Yeah, nosy types.
Excuse me. Watch your step, young man.
Huh? Fuck you say to me?
Whoa, easy, easy. My friend Kondo is very sorry. That's what he meant.
What? You saw Thomas? They strode right into me. In fact, it seemed rather deliberate. Next thing you know, they'll be shaking us down.
Hey, buddy. No need to cause more trouble, right?
Just, stand back. It might shock you, but I'm a black belt in karate. Yeah.
What are you doing? Man, aren't you getting married soon? Don't get caught up in this. You want Marie to suffer through that again?
Again? What's this again?
Cuz, all three of you need to shut the hell up. And this guy needs to apologize. Let's get that wallet out, jerk off. My patience is only getting more expensive.
We got it, okay? 1 second. Stay cool.
I refuse, Thomas. These thugs have no right to anything of mine.
I'm about to take your head off too, bro.
Just listen to him, Kondo-san. Tommy's only trying to help you out.
Huh? Tommy?
That's not what I said. Look, just let us handle this, okay? You stay back.
Yo, dumbass! I'm that karate jerk-off's boss, got it? You come settle up with me.
Thomas!
Clear out of here, Kondo, and don't come find me again.
This is my quarrel, not yours.
Tell Marie that Thomas wishes her well, all right?
We got it all from here. Stay safe, Kondo-san.
No more jowling, assholes. Time to make you bleed.
I ain't letting you run. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Better give it up, little shrimp. Open wide.
Looks like I'm up. Yo.
Don't get caught.
Hey. Here I come. This might sting a little. Get down! Woo!
Cool.
Look at you, little shrimp.
Jump. Are you getting scared?
Brace yourself. Open wide.
All right.
Brace yourself. Safety first.
Much
Hey, Jack. Looks like I'm up. Yo, let's do that thing.
All right.
Watch where you're looking.
You might get hurt.
See you in hell.
Damn,
Yeah,
that
I
felt
think we
good.
were too much for.
Oh, I kind of feel bad it came to this.
Hey, dummies. Quit running that scam. We'll always be around to kick your ass. And Karate Jerk-Off never sees any of you again. You got it? Is that clear? Kondo-san, God damn it. How many times do I have to tell you to get lost, man?
Thomas.
I'm not whoever it is you think I am. Just small-time ex-Yakuza, okay? Why don't we move on from each other's lives? It'll be better for us both.
But
But nothing! This is the last thing I'm ever gonna say to you.
Huh?
Okay, Kondo-san. From now on, every stupid risk you take comes back to Marie. So like just now, getting into some needless fight, all it'll do is cause her pain. So maybe you get seriously injured. Or they do. Maybe the police come and smash your whole life to bits. You are lucky enough not to be living for yourself anymore. You have someone by your side. So, please?
all right. I understand.
Thank you. Another day, another mess I drag you into, Ichiban. Sorry.
No sweat.
You know, Marie is everything to me. Same as she was to you, I reckon. Although, until now, I couldn't have known how sincere your feelings were, Thomas. Or, well, Tomizawa-san.
What'd you call him?
What the hell's going on?
I hired these young men before coming. Our little accident and our heated exchange arranged in advance. Thank you, boys. Meet me where we said earlier, and you'll receive full compensation.
Sure thing, Mr. Kondo. Whew. These guys were no joke, though.
Kondo, I don't understand.
I'm truly sorry. This was all a sort of test, Tomizawa-san. Do you recall the circumstances of our first meeting? Your offer to help me when I was lost?
Yeah?
What you mistook as an opportunity to assist me of your own volition was simply a performance. Because, in fact, by that time I already knew of you. Marie's former partner, falsely imprisoned in a random act of injustice.
You're kidding.
Marie told me Hawaii was home to one profound regret. Of course, that's none other than you, Tomizawa-san. She didn't want to leave without saying goodbye.
So, Marie knows that I talked to you?
Yes. I couldn't very well deny her request to see you again before our departure. However, your underworld connections, that Yamai fellow in particular, was worrying to me. Quite a pickle. My dear Marie deserves to see whomever she likes. Yet I feared that she'd expose herself to danger in doing so.
And so you decided to play us like chumps? 'Cause Tommy needed his metal tested?
Yes. I can only hope you'll forgive me. Understand, Marie's safety was in question.
I guess I got no real leg to stand on here. I was lying to you, too.
So, Kondo-san, what's your verdict on Tommy after all that?
Tomizawa-san, I realize, has no reason in the world to care for me. Let us not mince words. He is still in love with my fiancée. Despite that, however, he was willing to shield me from violence at a cost of his own well-being. For Marie's sake, anyway. Again, Tomizawa-san, I ask that you forgive my part in this farce. You are a respectable man.
Who's that?
Marie?
Mind if we give him a few, Kondo-san?
Yo, still hanging out, Ichiban?
Yeah. So, Marie will be able to leave without any regrets now?
I think so. Kondo's not as much of a doofus as he seems. She said in so many words.
That's good.
And she's happy. I could tell. That's the best I can ask for.
Guess so.
I owe you a lot, Ichiban. And once again, you have seen my ass through hell.
What's that mean?
And before I met you, leaving Yamai's outfit was just a dream. And I never would have seen her again. My last chance would have slipped right by.
I didn't do that much.
There is nothing I can say to express how grateful I am. So just drink all you want. It's on me.
Problem is, I know your financial situation too well. How about one good drink to celebrate?
If you insist.
Bartender, hear that? I'll take a glass of your finest.
I see. Coming right up.
That okay, Tommy?
Of course it is. You worried about me? Hey, Tap Jock. I'll have the same.
Oh, you're damn stubborn.
Times like this are when good drinks are worth it. Seriously. Thank you, Ichiban. You've changed my life for the better.
Cheers! Yo, Chichan.
Hey, I already started drinking without you.
Yeah, I can see that. Mind if I join you?
Sure, go for it.
Oh, yeah. The last time it was just the two of us drinking, there was a little incident. Let's just say it left me in a real bad spot.
Right. You got drugged and tossed out in public. Buck naked. Maybe you ought to be more careful, just so it doesn't happen again.
Man, that feels like forever ago. A lot sure changed, huh? When I first came to Hawaii, I didn't know a single soul. But now it's like, I've got the whole gang here.
Oh, goes to show you're a real popular guy. You always end up making friends left and right. You make it look so easy. Is it really?
Personally, I think I've got way more enemies.
Yeah, fair. The two of us sitting like this actually reminds me of the time I drank with my dad.
Your dad? Oh, you mean the head of the Fujinomiya family?
Well, everyone calls him the chairman. He's surrounded by associates at all times. But his real family? Well, we're just for show.
For real? What the actual heck?
If you're representing the great Fujinomiya group, then you gotta be the perfect dad, adored by all, and especially by your family. We're just accessories to help sell that image. Whenever we take a family photo, there'd be an entire camera crew. Felt like we were posing for a company commercial.
And you're taking over the company after him?
I'm the eldest, so yeah. As far as bloodline's concerned, I'm the prime candidate.
Well, that's gotta be a big deal.
Well, there are definitely folks who are jealous. But honestly, I'd trade places with them in an instant if I could.
Did you drink with your dad a lot?
Huh?
You said this reminded you of that earlier, didn't you?
Oh, guess I did. I only ever drank with him once, though, just before I came here. Didn't even have fun either. Drinking alone with your parent is just awkward.
I wouldn't know. I never had a chance to drink with either of mine.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Anyway, what did you guys even talk about then?
What was it again? Stuff about how much our company's stocks were worth? He went on about restructuring, about what sucked, and about making cuts. Maybe that's all he could think about, so that was the only way he could pass the time.
Okay then, but why were you two drinking together in the first place?
My dad invited me out. We didn't know how long I'd be in Hawaii at the time. Since we wouldn't be seeing each other for a while, maybe he wanted to give parenting a shot. Even if it was just a formality.
You don't have to be so negative about everything, you know?
You know, I'm kind of jealous of you, Ichiban.
Of who now?
'Cause, like, you love your parents so much. You even came all the way to Hawaii to meet one of them. I don't think I could ever see my parents that way. It's a personal problem, though.
Well, the grass is always greener on the other side. More people have parent issues than you might think. I didn't have either of my parents around, so I never thought about that sort of stuff.
If you were my dad, I'm pretty sure I would have turned out a better kid.
Huh? Me? Your dad? No way. No offense. I just mean, I'm not that old.
But you're not that much younger than him. My dad's a bit over 50 and you're like, what, mid-40s?
Oh, guess you're right. Well, I'm almost pushing 50 now.
Having a drink with you is kind of relaxing, Ichiban.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm having a great time too. So don't go drugging me again, all right?
Sorry, but what was that again? I can't keep track of every little instant.
Exactly what a big shot would say. Hey there, Chi-chan.
Hey, you down to drink?
Sure, happy to join you.
Back in Japan, you'd never see me drinking alone with a guy. Now, here we are.
No lie, that's kind of surprising. Things changed when you got here?
Well, the first time we met, it was just us at Akane-san's place, right? After that, it was Dwight.
Dwight? As in Barracuda Dwight?
Do you know any other Dwight?
Oh, right. You tried to make your way into District 5. Kinda reckless to go about it alone. And in a rough place like that, too.
Hey, I might be the sheltered daughter of the Fujinomiya family, but I was trained in self-defense, you know. I had a great instructor. That's why I figured I could look after myself back there.
An instructor?
Yeah, Tenda-san. I call him my Gramps, though. He's been there for me ever since I was born.
What kind of self-defense did you learn from your Gramps?
I don't know. He taught me a bunch of different things. I think he tailored the lessons himself to work best for me. He made sure I could incorporate different dance techniques I learned, like from ballet and stuff.
Wow. Well, after hearing all that, it's clear you're real high class.
My parents basically left our upbringing in the hands of other people. Most everything I know, I learned from them. Tenda-san's here in Hawaii, actually. Came with me as a chaperone, sorta.
Wait, then isn't he worrying himself sick over you right now?
Yeah, probably. When I first got to Hawaii, I met him from time to time. But nowadays, I've been telling him I'm too busy, and that he's got nothing to worry about.
Bet that made him worry even more.
I do send him updates, though. Like, I'll shoot him a message saying everything's okay.
Well, if he found out about how you've been kicking ass with us this whole time, he'd definitely flip. How old is this guy, anyway?
77.
Well, you sure answered that pretty quick.
Only 'cause I just sent him a birthday present. I'm always giving him a hard time, so I figured I ought to gift him a little something. Here, have a look. This is Tenda-san.
Oh, he's a cute old grandpa, all right.
I know, right? You'd think a martial artist would look meaner and scarier. But every time I tease him, he always giggles. It's just way too cute.
Gotcha.
He used to travel all over Japan to train. Don't know if it's true or not, but when he was in Hokkaido, he once sent a bear flying.
Oh, sounds like a tall tale to me, but either way, he sounds like a riot.
My dad and the other servants are always trying to act cool, but he was different. He was the only one who'd tell funny jokes, and the only one who'd smile and forgive me if I ever did something stupid.
Sounds like he means a lot to you.
Yeah, he does. I'm sure if you guys met Gramps, you'd get along great. He's real humble, especially around people younger than him. He's always super calm and willing to help out in any way. And, because of that, the poor man was pressured into being my chaperone. I wonder how he's doing right now. At the very least, I hope he's enjoying his stay in Hawaii.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I'd meet up with him if I could, but I don't want my whole family up in my business. I plan on treating him again for his 78th. I'll be sure to get him an even better gift then.
Yeah? What'd you get him for his 77th?
A smartwatch.
Oh, that thing you wear around your wrist, right? And it'll measure your pulse and blood pressure?
It'll even send alerts if it detects any irregularities with your heart.
Pretty smart of you. Bet that makes a great gift for the elderly.
It's even got GPS, so I don't have to keep worrying about him.
Say what?
If he tries to spy and sneak up on me, I'll find out right away.
That's a little cruel, ain't it? I feel bad for the old man.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, am I bugging you, Chichan?
Oh, nah, of course not. It's just...
What's up?
Well, Gramps tried to get in touch with me just now. Saying, I'm sure you're busy, but do you think we could still meet?
Right, the butler who works for your family.
Ever since I joined you guys, I haven't gone to visit him in a long time.
He must be real worried about you, Chi-chan.
Yeah, no kidding. You know what else he said? I believe Milady is hiding something from me. All I've told him was that I'm just enjoying my time abroad like a typical exchange student.
I mean, you gotta hand it to the old man. His intuition's pretty sharp.
Yep. My instructor's gotta be the best of the best.
Well, why don't you go visit him once? Just so you can see you're doing okay.
But if I do, he'll probably figure me out. You said it yourself, he's pretty sharp. And if he picks up that something's off, he's gonna have to report it to my family. Basically, nothing good will come from me seeing Gramps right now.
Why don't we just have him join our party? If we laid it all out in the open for him, maybe he'll become our ally. Then we can ask him to keep this a secret from the Fujinomias.
Yeah, no. I doubt that'll work out. Gramps is really loyal. I mean, he's stuck by my dad for years.
You sure you want to leave him hanging like this? Wouldn't he try to look for you himself?
I think I'll be fine. He's old and only just started using a smartphone. He doesn't know anyone else in Hawaii, so he'd have a hard time trying to track me down on his own. But all that just means I'm free to do as I please now.
He's reached a ripe old age. Actually, that doesn't make it any better, huh? In fact, he's probably even more lonely.
He probably is, but I want to keep going like this just a bit longer.
Why don't you try sending him something different from usual, then?
I don't follow.
You guys have only been sending texts, right? Maybe you could add a video or a picture. Change it up.
Okay, then what do you suggest?
How about we take a group photo with everyone and send it over? Just tell him us guys have been looking out for you.
Yeah, I don't know about that. See me surrounded by a bunch of buffed out dudes? Immediate red flag. He'd probably give me the 3rd degree, and I'd rather not make him any more worried, you know?
Well, even if you don't want to meet him, it probably couldn't hurt to show him at least something.
Yeah, guess you're right. I'll sleep on it. It's kind of funny in a way. My parents never gave a shit about me. Gramps was the only one who cared.
Well... Not all family are bound by blood, you know? Hearing you talk about your Gramps reminded me of that. I wasn't related to the man who raised me, Jiro Kasuga. He ran a soap land back in Kamurocho. We definitely had that parent-child bond, you know? At least I thought so.
Ichiban.
If there's even just one person out there who gave a shit about you, then wouldn't that make them family?
Yeah, guess so. Thanks, Ichiban.
What for?
I don't know if Gramps considers me family, but he's definitely important to me. He does deserve more than a wall of text, though. Maybe I'll give him a call from time to time.
That's not a bad idea.
Your suggestion's not so bad either. I think I will send him something a bit more real.
Glad to hear it. That alone makes this all worthwhile.
Thanks for the life lesson today.